Hi everybody, it is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. We got a nice beautiful little summer rainstorm going on here right now, and I was just out walking the dogs and it was pretty nice. So hope everybody is doing well where you are. This reading is called Take Me to the Limit, Their Thoughts and Feelings. We have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 is this Softly the Tender Touch. Softly, softly, the tender touch. Okay, if you're drawn to this card, you'll choose pile number 1. For pile number 2, we have Pandora's Gift, as in Pandora's box, and we have Pandora's Gift for pile number 2. And for pile number 3, we have She Feels, She Knows. Okay, this beautiful card here for pile number 3 that says She Feels and She Knows. Okay, so think about what pile you're drawn to today and go directly to the description box below to choose your pile. If you're interested in more than one pile, you can certainly watch more than one. And if you're interested in a personal reading with me, or you're interested in a natal chart reading with me, details for how to receive one are below. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose Softly, Softly, the Tender Touch as your card for today. And today's reading is called Take Me to the Limit, Their Thoughts and Feelings. So we are going to go ahead and find out what your person is feeling today. Take a deep breath, pile number 1, and let's focus into the energy. For pile number 1, let's see. Take me to the limit. Their thoughts and feelings for pile number 1. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain coming down on the window. Probably not, but it's really calming and peaceful. Hoping you guys are having a beautiful day. We've got the 5 of Pentacles. Aww, we needed something to look forward to when everything feels broken and it's not working, and if everything is feeling very used up. You know, we need something to comfort us, to give us peace, to give us hope. And we have here, oh, the 10 of Cups. Oh, how wonderful. We have the Justice card, okay? We have the 2 of Swords, and we have the Queen of Wands. There's a lot of Libra energy in this reading so far, okay? I just have to say that. And let's get your other cards out and then we'll talk. We have Life's Debts and the South Node, okay? We've got Mercury retrograde with the Justice card, okay? Correcting misunderstandings that come up. Chiron and healing. Right? This person is learning to trust their intuition more, I feel. They're learning to trust what they're sensing and feeling, and to stop changing their minds so many times. And they're learning to put more trust in you, is what I feel. We have, the 7th house of partnership coming up under the Queen of Wands. This person likes someone who is independent, strong, fiery, somebody who has a strong willpower, someone who's confident in themselves, okay, somebody who is very, like, you know, has a good sense of who they are and who they want to be in this world. And sometimes this person has a hard time making decisions and deciding what to do, and sometimes they try to keep everyone happy rather than kind of like disappoint people by making the wrong decision. And so sometimes it's very hard for them to, because they're always trying to be fair to everyone and keep everyone happy, and some of this way that they are has been detrimental to them with the South Node, and some of it is brought over from a past life, and just, you know, this kind of way that they were taught to be very like generous and loving and open with people all the time, okay? but I also feel that that may cause them to seek out a partner who balances them out, who is more forthright and direct. And like, you know, sometimes with partnerships, it's interesting because you've got like good cop, bad cop. You know, you've got the person who's nice to everyone and gives everyone what they want. And then you've got the other person who's like more fiery and more direct. And some people describe this aspect as like golden retriever, black cat energy. Okay. And anyway, on TikTok, there's a lot of videos about that, about how some people have like golden retriever energy versus like black cat. Okay. And this person likes a black cat type of energy for sure. Like somebody who can be even bitchy with people if they need to be, like direct, you know? And like, you know, somebody who gets the job done and somebody who isn't afraid to call a spade a spade. You know, the Queen of Wands, very forthright, very direct, not afraid to be a leader, not afraid to make the first move. Even sexually, I feel like this person likes partners who are more dominating or more dominant in nature, like even sexually, okay? And so let's see what we have here. We have, ooh, tear you apart. She wants revenge. Yeah, I want to hold you close, skin pressed against me tight. Lie still and close your eyes. So lovely, it feels so right. I want to hold you close, soft breaths and beating heart. As I whisper in your ear, I want to fucking tear you apart. Okay, and the song is called Tear You Apart, and the group is called She Wants Revenge. So yeah, this person likes somebody who is gonna hold them close and make them feel like, be really gentle with them and really sweet with them, and then all of a sudden become like dominating and, you know, cracking the whip and all that. Okay, and hold me tight and whisper in my ear, I want to tear you apart. Okay, so interesting. And your guys' file is softly, softly, the tender touch. So, you know, this person's like, I'm used to people who are like a lot more rough or a lot more bitchy or take charge. And I feel like this, but you are a very tender person and you do think about other people's feelings, maybe too much sometimes yourself. And this person's used to being with people where it's more of like an open combat kind of a situation, or where it's more like them sacrificing for the other person, or where it's more the other person kind of wearing the pants. So they're used to being with people like that. And I feel like you are a very balanced person, pile number one. You can play both sides of the coin, I feel, but this person's, as much as they hate to admit it sometimes, I feel like they are most comfortable with somebody who's very take charge. And I feel like this person has tried to change their type, but they always find themselves happiest with somebody who's like really direct. Okay, there's something about your sweet little lips. Both sets, I'm sure, are heaven sent gifts. Okay, and yeah, heaven sent gifts. The 10 of Cups and the kissing, your lips. They like the way your lips look. They like all of that. They're like, purr, kitty, purr, with the Queen of Wands there. The kitty is purring. We have, I am trying to overcome my issues surrounding commitment and intimacy. Yeah, because they can't make a decision. They're trying to keep everybody happy. They don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You know, it's real, not to be crude, pile number one, but it's real shit or get off the pot kind of energy. And I feel like in the past, they've, because they're trying to make the best decisions for their happiness, but man, it feels heavy, like a lot of responsibility sometimes. And they change their mind a lot with Mercury retrograde. And sometimes they end up hurting other people's feelings with this Chiron card due to their indecision, because they're trying to keep everybody happy. They're trying to overcome their issues surrounding commitment and intimacy, but sometimes they feel like a broken down tractor. I feel like it with this Five of Pentacles. We have waiting, okay? I'm waiting, I'm thinking, I'm trying to overcome my issues with intimacy. And I feel like they've fallen for like a lot of bitches and assholes in the past. And yeah, they want to be with somebody who is direct and all of that, but not somebody who's mean. You know, that's a very different thing. We have, I am lost without you. Yeah, this person needs a partner to whip them into shape, I feel like. Okay? And, you know, they're waiting for something here. Okay? They feel like they're always in a waiting pattern, or they make other people wait a lot. But then on another hand, they feel very lost without a partner. They really do need a partner in their life to make them feel like to be happy. I mean, Libra's a relationship sign, and a lot of Libras will go from relationship to relationship to relationship, looking for love, looking for happiness. And then sometimes they get stuck in between two things, the Two of Swords, and they're trying to decide, and they're taking a long time to make a decision, okay? And in the meantime, things fall apart, you know, Five of Pentacles. We have dirty laundry and gossip about a relationship, okay? And there could be some talk going on right now, maybe behind your back as well, pile number one, or people just in general. Could be in the workplace, could be at home with friends, okay? But people gossiping about somebody's relationship. And, but I actually don't think it's bad stuff. With the Ten of Cups and Justice, I actually don't feel like the gossip is bad things. I feel like this person could be talking about their friends to their friends about you, and actually saying really good things about you, and saying like, it's not fair that I keep pile number two waiting. And actually I feel like Libra's an advice sign as well. Like they could be getting advice as well. But I also feel like people are kind of talking about the situation and like what's going to happen, because no one really knows. Okay? And, you know, there's good and there's bad in it, but what's going to happen? And I actually feel this person says good things about you. They may talk about their sex life at some times too, or talk about, you know, what they like about you sexually with other people. You know, that type of thing. But I actually feel like they say good things about you with this Ten of Cups. It's not bad. They actually have really good things, you know, and their heart is very full when they think of you with this Ten of Cups, for sure. Okay? And, you know, the Two of Swords can also represent someone who wishes they had something. They had a person to talk about you with, or talk about the relationship with, or they wish they could share more but they can't, like that type of thing. But if they are sharing pile number one, it's good stuff. I don't feel like it's really bad stuff. We have the snakes here, okay? And I'm going to read this card, the snakes here. And there are people that are looking, I feel like, for drama or gossip, all right? But I feel like this person isn't really giving a lot of it. They actually have really nice, but some people actually look for negative things to say. We have waterproof here, okay? And I feel like if this person knew that people were saying negative things about you, it would be making this person really sad. And sometimes we have to just ignore it or look away when people are talking bad, and like, you know, be like a duck and let it slide off of us instead of letting things, you know, stick. I'm also getting something about somebody gossiping about the makeup someone wears, or their mascara, or their eye makeup. And you can see a tear here, or it looks like someone's had been crying, or their makeup was running, or something like this. But it can be like, instead of letting what people say and their negativity kind of like wash off of you, instead of hanging on to it and not letting it stick to you, is something that I see here. Yeah, we have the full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. And I feel like this person's like, I don't care what these people say. You do make me happy. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to hurt your feelings. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what I want to do here, because I want to keep the peace and I want to keep the harmony, Two of Swords. But in doing that, I inevitably end up losing something that I want, because I make people wait for too long. Sorry about that, everybody. Those are my dogs. I gotta close the door. One moment. Sorry, guys. I'll be playing with those doggies soon enough here after this reading's over. But anyway, it says, yeah, it's time to release negativity. Negativity of others, negativity about the situation. I want to read this Snakes card here for you guys. And there's nothing like an external threat to make people put aside their differences and fight together as one. Though you may not have a lot in common with the people around you, the time may soon come when you'll need to band together over a common cause. If that cause doesn't present itself, fret out what goals or enemies you might share and use them to forge an unbreakable bond. So you and this person, you may hate another person together, or you may bond over your mutual annoyance or distaste for someone else, okay? And I want to take a look at this waterproof card too as well. Being waterproof allows you to experience a storm without letting it hold you back. When we're waterproof, the words, actions, and emotions of those around us do not impact our perception of who we are or our self-worth. Yeah, and I feel like that's why this person, you know, has a hard time sometimes, because, you know, there is like an issue with self-worth, and then people around them making casual insults, snarky comments, emotional vampires, bothering people. And this person, I feel like, is very sensitive to emotional vampires and having their mind changed a lot depending on who they're around socially. And there could be like a social issue that this person is dealing with right now, where it is taking them to the limit. This reading is called Take Me to the Limit. And, you know, you could be giving them advice. Hey, let this situation go. Release this negativity from your life. Don't hold on to what these people say or do, or what this person is saying or doing, because in the end, at the end of the day, it's about what makes you happy and making decisions for your lives and the people that you care about that bring happiness and joy, and not more like emotional vampires. Okay. And I feel you guys are really good at pointing out emotional vampires and saying, this is BS, you know? And that's why I feel like this person is lost without you, because they get confused. I feel like sometimes with the Two of Swords about what they should be doing and how they should be handling things. And they could be in a situation with people that, especially people from like past life situations here for sure, where they are starting to see a new side to this person with this Mercury retrograde, and they don't want to talk to this person anymore. They don't want to communicate with this person anymore, Communication has become very hurtful. And I feel like you guys are trying to tell this person, hey, don't let people like this, like, be an emotional vampire or change your heart or change your mind. You're a good person, and don't worry about what other people say about you and I, or about your love life or anything else, okay? And so that is what I am getting for you, pile number one. I hope that that reading resonated for you, and if you'd like to go a little deeper, you can always book a personal reading with me. Thank you so much, pile number one, and take care. Let's move on to pile number two. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose Pandora's gift, and today's reading is called Take Me to the Limit, Their Thoughts and Feelings. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's find out what's going on with this person and the whole aspect of Take Me to the Limit. Pandora's gift is a surprise, something unusual, something exciting. Let's see here for pile number two. Breathe with me, pile number two, and let's find out. Sometimes life is like a roller coaster of emotions, and we just have to, work with the ups and downs, right? Pile number two, and we have the Four of Swords. Stay calm through the fires and tribulations of life. Let's see. Stay calm, stay peaceful. But I also feel with this Four of Swords, it's a little bit of hidden thoughts going on, or things that are not said. Let's see what else we have. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Hierophant. Okay, stubborn energy there. Stubborn energy. And not wanting to speak, not wanting to talk about something. We have the King of Cups. Softening. We have the Eight of Wands. Okay, softening and moving forward, moving out of stagnation. We have Capricorn and I use. We have Gemini and I think. There's something interesting with this Hierophant and Five of Swords about, thinking about what a person can get out of a situation. Like, what can I get out of this situation, or how does this situation benefit me? Okay, and we have the sixth house with the King of Cups. But people change, right? People learn to be flexible as life goes on. We have Libra and I balance. Okay, now let's see what else we have here. Oh, pile number two. Oh no, you guys, you got a song. Your song is a word I can't even say. It's called the No. I can't even say the word on YouTube anymore, but it's called the No Kitty Cat Blues, or I ain't getting nothing, I'm not getting laid type of energy. And it's a song by a group called Grinder Man, and it's called the No P Word Blues. Okay, somebody's not getting any at all. Okay, and this person is saying, I thought I'd try another tack. I drank a liter of cognac. I threw her down upon her back, but she just laughed and said she didn't want to. I've got the No Kitty Cat Blues. I'm not getting any, okay? I'm suffering. I'm not getting laid. I'm not getting anything. I got nothing, okay? So anyway, that I'm just going to put under this Five of Swords, okay? Feeling real sorry for myself because I'm not getting what I want sexually, okay? And I feel like it's like this person, it thinks that is paranoid sometimes that people are out to get them, or, you know, but the weird thing about it is I feel like sometimes this person has used people in the past for sex, okay? And I feel like this has been their MO for a while, or their mode of operation for a while. And, you know, I do feel like this person is trying to grow and change. And this person could have had some health issues, job issues, things that came up that like really kind of humbled them to and made them much more, having to be much more open emotionally. And you know, you guys picked Pandora's box. So sometimes it's so funny with Pandora's box and the no pussy blues pile number 2. But anyway, I said the P word, but but I feel like what's interesting is that this person, sometimes you don't know what you're going to get from them. You could go crazy trying to analyze everything about this person because they're like a chameleon. They're always changing all the time. And sometimes they're really difficult to deal with. And sometimes they're easy to deal with. And sometimes it seems like they want to move forward and they're agreeable. And as long as things are progressing and moving forward, they're happy. They have no complaints. But I do feel like this person's really bummed out because they haven't been getting laid, you know? And the way that they think about their love life and their sex life is very, very stubborn, outdated. Like a lot of it is all in their head. They know they need to change. Change is very difficult for them. Going with the flow is very difficult for them. But in order to move things forward with you, they're gonna have to be more compromising. 8 of Wands, Libra energy. Going with the flow, King of Cups in the 6th house, very hard for them. They really do struggle with it, okay? And only if things are moving in the direction that they want them, they're more happy. But this person, I feel like pile number 2, they have a lot of personality weaknesses. They may have a weird sense of humor too, like thinking they're really funny, but they're not, okay? Making a lot of remarks about society that are very smart ass, and they think that they're very funny, but a lot of their ideas about things are very outdated and like, you know, even offensive to a certain degree. We've got here, grab my member inside your hand, lay stake on your claim like I'm your new land. Yeah, grab my member inside of your hand, okay? Dirty mind, for sure. Like this person definitely has a dirty mind, and once they get stuck on something thinking about it, it's really hard for them to get the idea out of their head. And they're super bummed because they haven't been getting laid, you know? And the thing is sometimes I feel like they get bored with things because getting laid takes too much work, or they lose interest in things because things are taking too much work or effort, okay? And it's just an interesting energy here. We've got inner child. Meditation on the child within is needed now. They are being blocked by the wounds of childhood, okay? This person has a lot of childhood wounds. I feel like they could have been very like emotional growing up, but it was constantly used against them. So they developed this very rough and tough exterior as a result. And they're very like focused on grabbing and obtaining what they want when they want it now, is what I feel. And I feel like when they were younger, perhaps they were some more sensitive and emotional, but it was always like frowned upon or looked down upon. And so they became very rigid, is what I feel. Okay. And this person really does need a relationship in order to teach them balance and moving forward. And they understand that if they're going to be with you, they need to compromise and they need to move forward at your pace instead of the pace that they want, you know, which they want to see things moving fast sexually, I feel. Okay. And I feel this person had a lot of insecurities as a child. Okay. They could have had a lot of medical issues or health issues or things that made them feel very insecure about who they are. And they just developed this very rigid mindset around all of that. Okay. And I think their desire is to, you know, move forward without anybody questioning them, to just have things move fast and progress. But what they don't understand is that in order to have that happen, you need compromise and people have to be on the same page, you know? We've got soulmate here. Okay, interesting. And we've got alone. Oh my God. And, you know, this person has spent a lot of time like fucking around or not making love a priority. I feel like with the Hierophant and the Five of Swords. And the thing that they're realizing is if they don't become more emotionally open and learn how to grow, even if it's painful, and if they don't become more vulnerable and they don't change and compromise more in life, that they will be alone. Okay? And I do feel like this person has a fear of being alone. They have such a hard shell. They act like they don't, okay? Or they act like they don't need a relationship or they're fine on their own. But actually one of their biggest fears in life is being alone. Interesting. Yeah, breadcrumbs, just enough to keep you. This is coming out under the Capricorn I use card, okay? And again, just giving people enough to keep them interested, all right? And continuing to hang around someone just to kind of, it's like this person doesn't move on very easily. They could just, but they don't give a lot either. You know what I mean? They really breadcrumb the shit out of people. And they think by doing that they're somehow in control and that they are like running things. And as long as they have control, they feel like they feel positive and happy, and they feel like they're in control, basically, you know? And this is a breadcrumber for sure. And the sad part about this person is that, you know, they will not learn to deal with their more challenging emotional aspect of themselves without compromise and without change. Okay. And I do feel like you have a lot to offer this person, pile number one or pile number two, as far as helping them change and helping them grow. I feel like you have a lot to teach this person or to offer this person. But I feel like maybe something you guys don't know, or I don't know, maybe you do know it, is just how entrenched this person's attitudes are about relationships and commitment and what they believe and stuff like that. They got some pretty entrenched, gnarly attitudes. And we have here Sansa Stark in the Maiden, okay? And I mean, you guys could be perfect. You guys could be the most beautiful, the most desirable, dressed the best, have so much to offer, be incredibly resourceful and useful, okay, to this person in a number of ways, helping them to grow. But I also feel like, who the fuck is gonna breadcrumb Sansa Stark? If you guys don't know the Game of Thrones, like, she's one of the most gorgeous women on the show, and she comes from a very wonderful family, and she really grows into her own as a person, is highly respected and highly resourceful. And I feel like, you know, somebody breadcrumbing you, pile number 2, is like a fucking joke. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, okay. And I feel like you guys have become kind of emotionless towards this person, or cold or emotionless in some ways to this person, because it's like, I never know what I'm going to get. And half the time they are having a negative attitude. And, you know, you are a super quality person. Okay. Some of you may have Capricorn in your chart as well, or Saturn heavily in your chart. You are extremely, I mean, you're as good of any person that this person could hope to get. Let me tell you that, pile number 2. Okay. Given how easy it would be for this person to end up alone because of the way they are. Okay. I just have to say that. We have here scavenge, and we have, you're very close to achieving your goal. Okay. And maybe some of you have been deliberately off grid, away from this person, because you're like, let them try to work through this on their own, and you know, and see how they do without me. Not well, I feel like, pile number 2. Okay, this person feels like they are very close to achieving their goal with you, but they're also a scavenger. Like, they try to get whatever they can get. Okay, and they're always digging around for things that don't really belong to them, or they're always trying to find ways to scheme to get things that aren't theirs. And for them, like, you know, having sex or having somebody, it's kind of like a goal. Like, they want to, you know, they're trying to get whatever they can. And the thing is they're treating, even though you're a super quality person, they're treating you like somebody who at times is like, you may feel like they're treating you as somebody who is like very bottom of the barrel, because this person has such a hard time with showing their emotions and finding healthy ways to compromise and move forward with people, because they have such issues with that. I feel like, you know, but then I also feel like they're excited because they feel like things are moving forward with you, and they are gonna hook up with you, and they are close to achieving their sexual goal, or they were close to achieving their sexual goal. But I mean, why are they such scavengers? You know what I mean? Let's read this card. We won't read the whole thing. We'll just read some of it. The crow searches for anything, even the smallest crumb. Yeah, breadcrumbing. All right? Scavenging, searching for the slightest, you know, sign that you're interested, or the slightest thing that you would be willing to partner up with them and move forward, okay? Although insight may be gained, scavenging can promote brain development. The crow's attention is on an area that may not yield the greatest reward, okay? And that's their thing. They're always focused on things that are not really going to give them what they want, and they end up alone, you know? And they are trying to seek more emotional commitment, but I also feel like they shy away from it with the sixth house here as well. It's hard for them to show emotional growth. Scavenging may suggest that you may be settling for less because it's easy. Yeah, I feel like that's something they do. They settle for less because it's easier. Like just sexual connections, just breadcrumbing, okay? And sometimes we do that with our own selves too. We settle for less, even though, you know, we shouldn't be, that type of thing. Well, in between jobs or relationships, you may find that the scavenge card will appear more frequently as you jump from one opportunity from another, okay? And, you know, wanting to get to something more substantial, feeling like they're close to achieving their goal, but I don't know. Like, I also feel like they're clueless sometimes. Like, I don't know, because I feel like you guys already know this. Like, you already can tell. You're like, what the hell? You know, why is this person scavenging around, thinking that they're going to somehow get me and breadcrumbing my ass half the time? Like, why do they think that that's okay? Because I tell you what, if their goal is to be alone, that's where they may find themselves, okay? And I feel like with the Four of Swords, this person somehow thinks things are going to work out really easy and progress really fast. But I think you guys are like, I don't know. You guys are like, don't be scavenging around me, you know? Like, I'm not a person you should be scavenging. And I'm not a person you should be breadcrumbing either, okay? So there's that. Now, pile number 2, that is what I am getting for you, my loves. Do let me know in the comments. That was like way different. You know, I never know what the energy is going to be before a reading. So pile number 2, if you want to go deeper into that energy, you can certainly book a personal reading with me. Thank you so much, my loves, and take care. Let's move on to pile number 3. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the She Feels, She Knows card. Thank you so much for being here. I love the pinkish colors on this card and the blush and the bronzer. It looks really pretty. So maybe you guys have been doing your makeup really pretty these days, or you've just been doing those gorgeous face masks or taking good care of your skin. Either way, I'm happy for you. Pile number 3, okay? She feels, she knows. For some of you, you may have been having eye irritation. I'm also seeing that as well. Or maybe there's been something going on. Or you got like a hair in your eye, or, you know, something like that. I am seeing something about that. So pile number 3, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Your reading is called Take Me to the Limit. And we are going to find out their thoughts and feelings. Okay, my dog is literally scratching at the door going crazy, so I'm going to draw your cards, and then I'm going to let her in real quick. Pile number 3, okay? Usually I do let her in, but let's see. Take me to the limit. Ooh, I just saw the 2 of Cups. Take me to the limit. Okay, pile number 3, the Hierophants on the bottom of the deck. I like it. Getting into that Shakti energy. One moment, guys. Okay. So your guys' reading, let's go ahead and get into it. Sorry for that little interruption. As you know, dogs will be dogs. We have the Judgment card here. Ooh, I like that. Fire. Kate, Knight of Pentacles, determined. All right. Ooh, Knight of Swords. Meet me on the path. We've got the Three of Swords. Oh my gosh, okay? It feels like things are rapidly changing quickly, and that there's like kaboom, there's this like big energy between you and this person. Determination, swiftness, fire, passion. And it's like with the Three of Swords, is it all going to end up in smoke? Is it all going to end up as shit? Okay. It's so intense. It's so passionate. It's so fiery. I'm so determined. Okay. And this person's like, you know, I feel the Knight of Swords kind of talking dirty, Knight of Pentacles, like very determined and ready to take the reins, okay? Like very fiery and passionate with judgment, okay? But it's like, is it all a smoke show? Is it all gonna end in shit with the Three of Swords, okay? And let's see, we've got air element, and some of you could be worried about that. Oh yeah, the communication between you and this person, hot, fire, passion. We have the 9th house in faith. Keep the faith, you know, keep working towards good outcomes. We have Taurus and I have, okay, so there could be a Taurus involved in this situation here too. And I feel like normally this person isn't as open with new people in their life, but for some reason, man, they feel like talking to you. They feel like talking your ear off, okay? And maybe even setting the record straight on something. This person may be opinionated at times, political, opinionated, you know, joking, like loud and things like that. But they don't always talk about themselves or what's going on with themselves on a deeper level. And so I see that. We have void of course moon and missing. That's coming out under the Three of Swords, okay? And angsty is the word that I'm getting. And I feel like with this Hierophant here, it's like be in peace, okay? Be in peace, be in surrender. All right, and let's see what else we have here. We've got, ooh, holy cow. Your guys' song is Shit List by L7. Who done and gone and pissed you off? Pile number 3, okay? And perhaps, I mean, I feel like you guys have been, did you guys do something to make this person mad? Are you worried because you haven't heard from them lately? All right, is this person very stubborn and opinionated and have a temper sometimes? Because Jesus, okay? Maybe you guys are worried you did something to make this person mad, but the song is Shit List by L7. When I get mad and I get pissed, I grab my pen and I write up a list of all the people who won't be missed. You've made my shit list, okay? Well, it's funny because this card says missing on here. Now, this is some fiery, intense rhetoric and communication, okay? And maybe you guys got into an argument about politics or religion. We do have the 9th house of faith, or perhaps you guys were talking about some deeper topics and the conversation got really heated and you saw a side come out of yourself or this person that you didn't like. And this reminds me of that chicken chasing around the dog on that video and is like, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord Jesus Christ and Savior? You know how it is sometimes when people come to your door and they want to talk about, you know, saving your soul from the eternal flames of hell, right? Air element and judgment card. And you're like, all right, I guess I'll listen. And they just hit you with a whole lot of shit. And you're like, wow, I just fucked it. I just fucked myself out of 30 minutes of my life. I'll never get back. That type of energy, pile number 3. Anyway, wow. So somebody is a little ornery in this pile. Who's ornery? All right. opinionated hotheads with a lot to say. And, you know, it's like, well, you know, there is this intense, fiery passion and communication between you two, but you two are very different. I feel like this person could be more into the material realm or more scientific or more into facts, and maybe you're more spiritual or you're more natural. Or it's like you believe in like natural medicine and they believe in strictly like Western doctors, you know, this type of stuff where people can get into, you know, shit fights with one another. And yeah, pile number 3. Okay. And, you know, take me to the limit is like, you're really testing my patience. Okay. You're really fucking testing my patience here. And like, you know, then being like, oh man, I fucked it up and now I haven't heard from them and now it's weird and now everything's kind of off, and we did have this intense conversation. It didn't go like I wanted it to. You know, and Taurus in the 9th house is kind of like talking about our values, our faith, our belief, like, you know, just values, right? And sometimes people don't have the same values and they get into really intense, heated conversations, and then, you know, people are in like a very cerebral mood or in a mood to really make their point, but then afterwards kind of cool off and are like, oh shit, you know. We have here, I have a secret fetish that includes you. Can you decode with the pieces that I have given to you? Maybe with the 9th house here, maybe a little teacher-student fantasy going on. Okay. I've been a bad boy, I need a spanking, or I've been a bad girl, I need a spanking type of energy with this Knight of Swords. Okay, somebody has a secret fetish. And we have here, ooh, I feel like the universe is punishing me for how I treated you, and karma. Oh my gosh, that's coming out under this Knight of Swords and this Taurus energy. Okay, and somebody coming on very strong verbally to the other person, or purposely being a little shit. You know what I mean? Pile number 3. I feel like the universe is, this person feels like the universe is punishing them for the way they treated you. Hashtag karma. We've got seduced. Wow. Okay. Still very seduced by you, and that skin on skin, sweaty, hot judgment energy. All right. Fiery communication. I want to do this to you. I want to do that to you. You've seduced me. But sometimes things go a little too far. You know what I mean? Pile number 3. Sometimes things can go too much, too far. And this reading is called Take Me to the Limit. So, you know, that's sometimes how things can go. And, you know, the Knight of Swords in Taurus can kind of be like saying whatever I want to say to get what I want, sensually, pleasure that way. We have still pining, seduced, and still pining. Okay? And I feel like this person is saying, oh, I bet you're missing me. I bet you're, you know, down in a hole and feeling so cold. And I bet you miss my fiery touch. I bet you miss, because life is not exciting without me. Okay? I bet you're missing me. I bet you still like me. I bet you're still pining for me. Okay? But I also kind of feel like on the inside, this person knows they fucked up. Okay? And the Hierophant says, everybody has limits. Everybody needs to know their limits. Okay? And, but there's like, I'm missing you. I'm still pining. I'm very seduced by you. But I also feel like this person kind of like rubs it in people's faces sometimes. It's like, oh, I bet you miss me. Oh, I bet you want to see me. Oh, I bet you can't wait till I touch you, like that type of energy. And it's like, oh, this person's driving me crazy, but yet I want to talk to them. I'm feeling that kind of energy here, pile number 3. Oh, yeah, we've got the bad boy. Yep, we got the freaking bad boy, pile number 3. Bad boy with the shirt off picture, profile picture. Okay, and it says here, yours for tonight, player. Okay, and this person saying, I'm still pining, I'm still seduced by you, I miss our conversations. Yeah, we would get at each other sometimes, but nobody can keep up with me like you can. Like nobody can match my freak like you can, that type of thing. And ooh, look at this bad boy energy. Okay, and maybe you guys put this person on your shit list. You're like, hell, I'm pissed too. I'm writing out a list of all the people who won't be missed. Okay, especially this bad boy. All right, but the thing is this person, you're like, fuck, this person knows that they're sexy though, and they know how to seduce someone, and they know how to get my attention, and they know how to turn me on with their what they say in their mind, and how they know how to freaking turn me on, Natalie, and they know how to push my buttons, and I'm fucking pissed. Okay, I'm definitely getting that energy here, pile number 3. We have Aemma Targaryen and the Martyr. Okay, and she's pregnant. Somebody could have gotten pregnant, or this person accidentally knocked someone up at some point. Okay, I am seeing that. We have here distraction. Okay, and then we have here, nothing will come of this situation, void of course moon. Now that's fascinating because we have 2 void of course moons here. I don't think I've ever had that in a reading before, where we literally have 2 moons that are void of course. So we're seduced by each other, we like each other, we're still pining for each other, but it's bringing a lot of misery. 3 of Swords, and nothing good can really come out of this situation, and it is kind of a distraction right now, and I think you guys kind of know that. And I'm gonna take a look at this Martyr card and read a little bit of that. Striving and working for a cause or an ideal outside of yourself can be a beautiful, fulfilling thing as long as you do not lose yourself in the process. Yeah, otherwise, when things fall apart, you'll have nothing to rebuild from. Okay? And if you feel like answering the call, make sure it's truly what you want and not something you feel you must do to fulfill the ideals of someone else. And I strongly feel this person trying to convince you or get you, like they are a fiery, passionate communicator, trying to kind of get you to believe the way that they believe. And sacrifice for the greater good is a worthy goal, but too much self-sacrifice leads us to being unable to fulfill those goals in the long run, and to bitterness along the way. And I do feel like there is some bitterness here. This person, they like to argue, they like to convince people that they're right. They think they're right a lot of the time, okay? And, and this situation could be a big distraction for you at this point, away from some other goals and things that you're passionately pursuing in your life right now. I want to see the distraction card too. The Hierophant here is saying to remain steady inside within yourself and not let yourself break or fall prey to the things or situation or people that are crumbling around you. And don't let distractions displace you, okay? Distraction. Distraction can be as simple as being lured into binging your favorite show or focusing on a flight of fancy that will prove to be nothing more than a waste of time. Yeah, nothing will come of this situation card that we have here. Yeah, so when distraction is pulled in a reading, you may need to consider if the situation you are inquiring about is something about, in fact, is nothing more than a distraction, something that is taking your attention away from a more valuable opportunity. It may also serve as a warning that a successful conclusion may be at risk due to something drawing your attention away from the goal. Yeah, and I feel you guys are on a really passionate quest to fulfill some goals of your own right now that could really bring you a lot of happiness and success in your future. And this situation is a major distraction from that. Pile number 3, okay? And Spirit's saying nothing is going to come of this bad boy situation here. And if this person does deserve to be on your shit list, then by all means, make up that list, pile number 3, write their name down, burn it 37 times, chant their name as a, offering to Kali, and go stomp around on their grave. So pile number 3. Oh my Lord, that is what I am getting for you guys. Sometimes the readings are just like this, Pile number 2 was kind of like that as well. Pile number 1, not as much. It had its own vibe, but if you were like, oh, I was going to choose pile number 2, but I chose this one, maybe I should have chose pile number 2. Not really. Okay. So, but the good news is I feel there's a lot of excitement around your goals, your spirituality, your education, your progress, your dharma, what you're trying to pursue in life. And sometimes people are just purely distractions, reminders from the past of, shitholes we found ourselves in the past, but at this point in our life are too centered and balanced to fall into, okay? So pile number 3, that is what I am getting for you, my loves. I hope I don't know if I hope that the reading resonated, but I do hope you got something out of it. Wishing you the very best. Take care.